Hey, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another banger, man. Right now, you're tuning to On the Way with Jay, and you already know, man, you tune into your fullest potential because if you tune into my channel, man, you tune into yourself and your highest vibration. Welcome. So, before we get into it, today's video will be about mental clarity and focus, but more so on how semen retention supercharges your mind, like genuinely supercharges your mind, makes you a superhuman. So let's get it, man. And before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can keep on growing and moving with the tribe. So the first key point on mental clarity and focus is that your seed contains life energy. And what does this mean, man? This means that your seed has the power to make a baby. Your seed has the power to create anything that you desire into this realm, to bring it into this realm. And with that being said, man, retaining your seed literally strengthens your brain. It gives your brain power. It's food for your brain. And why wouldn't you want to nourish your brain, feed your brain with nutritious food, real brain power? You know what I mean? And so when you do have more brain power, you just get to do more. You become a better person. Like overall, you just become more confident. And that is why when we look at a lot of men that are retaining their seed, or a lot of men in the top 1% who most likely retain their seed but don't tell you, they have some sort of aura to them, some sort of fearlessness, some sort of powerful essence, you know. And that essence can literally be linked to more brain power, more activity. You know what I'm saying? And then the second key point is that going on semen retention is literally a dopamine reset. You know, we live in a world where we are so doped up by entertaining everything around us that we literally need a dopamine reset. And what will happen is, or on this dopamine reset, you will basically be less reactive and more intentional. Now, what does this mean? When you become more intentional with your life, you become more direct. You stop taking the back seat and watching life happen. You stop observing life happen, and you you fully partake in life's activities. Whereas the old, you would usually run away, you know, be reactive, make a scene, cause a scene. The you on semen retention is less reactive, more observant, and basically more intentional. He can see moves 10 times before it happens. You understand what I'm saying? 10 times faster than it happens. You already see the move. Why? Because you can feel people's energy, you can feel the vibration, you can feel the tone at which they are talking to you, at which they are vibing with your energy and vibing with the space. And so the moment you become more intentional, you literally start to take control of your life. Because what happens? You know who you are, you know where you're going, and you know what you're doing. A lot of people are not intentional with their lives. That's why they use the weekend to escape, and during the week, they give their energy to the system, to the matrix. Instead of holding on to their energy and becoming more intentional with who they spend time with, what they're doing, and what they consume. Because majority of the people literally fail because they are reactive. They're reacting to everything. They partake in everything, not knowing that majority of the things that they partake in do not serve them. It doesn't serve their highest purpose. And so when you're on that dopamine reset, you're going to be spending less time on the phone. You're going to be spending less time playing games. You're going to be spending more time on your purpose. You're going to be more valuable. You know what I mean? And then the third point is clarity in goals and thoughts. Guys, a clear mind means sharper thinking. It means faster thinking. It means more presence. It means you have less brain fog. A majority of the people, majority of the guys that are masturbating have a lot of brain fog. They never seem to get things started, and they never seem to get things done. You can't finish things because your brain is scattered. You're entertained by the smallest of things. You understand what I'm saying? And the more you hold on to this energy, the less you are entertained by things that don't serve you. Like I said, man, more brain power, more clarity, more clear thoughts means a better direction. It means a better, how do I put it? A better flow state. You know what I mean? Being more intentional. And then improvised memory, attention span, and problem solving. Like I said, You come up with solutions much faster. Why would you want to lag if you can move at a faster speed, at a faster processing speed? Why would you lag your machine? Why would you let it lag? Why would you let it be like overstored with memory and all of these things that it can no longer function? And this is why semen retention is needed. So that your device, your being, your suit that you are currently in can perform at its highest level with no excuses. Better attention span means that you can get things done because you can focus on the task longer. Improvised memory means that you remember things from your childhood, you remember your past. And this is why a lot of men become fearless, because once you remember who you are, there is no stopping you. You can't stop someone who knows who they are. A lot of the people believe and think about who they are, but they don't know. And semen retention gives you a knowing. And that's all I wanted to talk about today, man. And if you guys resonate with this, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe so we can keep on growing with the tribe. And comment down below on one of the mental changes that you have noticed on your journey. Let's get it, man. Hey, baby.